So next, add and edit poly to the box at the base of the seed and drag the vertices. Select the base box at the very back of the seed. Go and add and edit poly modifier and choose the vertices. Then go to your front viewport, left viewport. Select these back vertices with the region selection. Hit W on your keyboard to make selection at the select and move tool. Just to bring them back something like here. Just drag the vertices to line up with the seed back and the back leg, and I think that's a good position for that. Okay, close the edit poly mode. Now at that point, so at that point we just need a little bit changes in our seed. So select the seed, go back and active your vertices mode and select these middle all vertices with region selection and pull them out to the x-axis, something like that. Okay, close the edit poly mode. So now that we have the general shape for our chair, we no longer need to first box and create to show the boundaries of the chair. So right click anywhere in the viewport and select unfreeze all, then select the boundary box, then delete it. Just choose unfreeze all, go back to perspective viewport and then select the boundary box and hit delete on your keyboard and delete him. Our chair is almost finished, but it looks really blocky, so we should add a mesh smooth modifier to it. So select all the 5 pieces of the chair, just to select all the pieces with an region selection. Leave that one box for now and go to the modifiers tab, and in a drop down list just choose mesh smooth modifier. Just look for the mesh smooth and apply that on all the selected boxes. In the mesh smooth modifier, then in the subdivision amount, change the attenuations to something like an amount of 2 and hit enter. That's good. Now the chair back, now go back to the chair. As you can see, the chair's back and the seat looks very good, but the legs and seat base are looking horrible. So first let's select that box and hit delete on your keyboard to delete that, because we don't need it anymore. Now we need to fix the legs and seat base, but first let's turn off this mesh smooth. There is a light bulb icon on the left of the mesh smooth. So just select back your all objects in the scene and just click on that bulb to turn it when it turns it on to gray. That means the mesh smooth effects is not longer on our objects. It affected all the pieces at the same time. The reason why is because we selected all 5 objects at the same time, then applied the mesh smooth modifier. This way the modifier is instanced on all objects it was applied to. In this tutorial we need to use it to constrain the channel shape of an object, so that when we apply the mesh smooth modifier, it will smooth all the surfaces without changing the shape. So select the front leg of the chair, deselect all of them and select the front one, and go into the edit poly modifier under the selection, then go and choose the edge. Here is the edge, and select all the edges from the leg with an region selection. With edges selected, just scroll down to the Edit Edges panel and then click the dialog box next to the chamfer. In the chamfer's edges window, set the chamfer amount at 2 mm. Just give an amount of 2 mm and hit enter, and set the segments also on 2. Okay, now click OK. Okay, close Edit Poly Mode. Now go back and select the back leg and do the same as we did our front leg. Just go in the Edit Poly and choose Edges. Now this time not select all the edges. Remember, you just want to chamfer the general shape of the object or of the frame. Okay, so now just select the outer edges and scroll into the Edit Edges and just click on the dialogs right front of the chamfer and give the amount same as we did before. Set the chamfer amount to 2 and also set the segments to 2 and then click OK. Now that the proper edges, the two legs and seat base have been chamfered, if you turn back on the Mesh Smooth modifier, it should looks something like okay, let's on it back. Okay, go back and turn on the chamfer modifier and you can see the results. Think it still need a couple of modifications. Just down to the down object, just select that down one box, just off the bulb of the Mesh Smooth. Okay, just select the edge in the Edit Poly mode and select the all edges of this box with the region selection. Go back to the chamfer and type in amount of 2 and also set the segments 2 and then click OK. Okay, close the Edit Poly mode. Now go back and turn on the Mesh Smooth modifier, hit in your keyboard to take a closer look, and there we have it. It's looking very nice and pretty than before. As you can see, our chair is looking much better, but let's repeat the same steps on the seat and the chair back. But this time we will set the chamfer amount to 3 mm and the segments at 1. Okay, all of us, let's turn off the Mesh Smooth, then go and select your seat and go back to the Edit Poly modes and select the edges. Just scroll down to the chamfer and in the Edit Edges, just select the chamfer parameters and give him an chamfer amount to 3 and leave the segments to 1 and click OK. You can now do the same steps with the back. Select the back and with the Mesh Smooth turned off, expand the Edit Polys modifier and choose the edges, then scroll down to the Edit Edges and select the chamfer, type 3 in the chamfer amount and leave segments 1, then click OK. Close the Edit Poly modifiers. Now go and turn on the Mesh Smooth to see the results. I think that's very nice. Hit to F4 on your keyboard to turn off the Faces mode and you can see it clearly. Now the only problem is it's missing a pair of legs. No problem, just select the front and back, then ground them together. Just select the back leg and the front. and with the both legs selected, go to the group and click on the group, and in the groups dialog box just type a name for the legs. Just give them a name legs and click OK. Now with this group selected, create an instance clone. Just hold down your control key and press V. Click on the instance and click OK. Then select one of the group and go to the tools, then choose mirror. With the group selected, click on the mirror, and in the mirrors dialog box just select the x-axis, mirrors axis to x, and no clone, then click OK. Okay, with one of the groups selected, go to the x-axis and change its axis from negative 255 to 255 and hit enter. And there we go. So you should have yourself a very basic chair. So let's navigate our chair, and you can see the chair very nicely. So that was our tutorial on basic polygonal modeling for architectural visualizations, and we just use an example of chair in that video. I hope you will enjoy that.